Hey everyone, welcome back to Evony with Genghis. So, got a question in my Discord. The guy's asked a couple times, and I guess he's not really getting full explanation. It's hard to do in text, but his question reminded me of like how overwhelming some of this stuff is as a new player in the game. On my channel, I do try and do lots of stuff that can be understood by new players, intermediate players, veteran players, that sort of stuff. I try to focus on all stuff. So he's asking about reports and what does this stuff actually mean? And I do remember 4 or 5 years ago being confused about all this stuff. So let's go over it. So we're going to go into an attack. And the first thing you have to look at is who's the attacker, who's the defender. That's not really his questions, but he just wanted to know which side you fall into when looking at basically dead and wounded troops. So first thing you got to look at is the arrow. Whoever's receiving the arrow is getting attacked. Just think of it like you're shooting an arrow at them. It's going towards that guy. Genghis is attacking Tensai, or Tensei, I guess, because it rhymes with sensei. So then he understands the buffs. He doesn't need that explained, but whatever's under your name, those are your buffs. My buffs, his buffs. But his big question is in the battle reports. So right here, we are in the attacker side. Because I was the attacker and my name's here, all of this has to do with me. If I click a different player's name, then all of this has to do with this player. And if I open it up here, find another player, so I can't see her name. So let's use him as a better example. All of this is his and not these players. If you go into the defender side, exact same thing. There's only one defender. So everything in this report is his. But if there was another name, then you'd take off all of that. If there was another name, we'll give him a little bit of artwork here. There's his happy face. Then all of this would have to do with that person. Now, let's get into what they actually do mean. So this right here is... Actually, it might be easier to look on mine. Okay, because I have all the troops. So let's go into here. Right here is the number of troops that are still alive. Nothing happened to them. They're okay. These guys right here with the hospital flag, they're in the hospital. They're wounded. Now, you take my total troops. I have 15,000 total troops entered the battle. And right here, they killed a total of 2,360 troops. If you look at the next level, this is about 500,000. They were responsible for killing 3.4 million. And then, if you look at this right here, that is how many troops died. Let's see if we could find any. We'll probably have to go to the defender side here. So there's a cemetery right there. So that's the worst. You don't want that. You do not want these, okay? This cemetery right here, those troops are dead. They're not revivable. They're never coming back. These troops can be found in the back of the Holy Palace. I'm going to show you that in 1 minute. And let's scroll up just a little bit for the horn. So let's find some with a horn on it. Should be right in this area, right above the dead ones. So because it fills the horns first, because they will be revived. So unless his Holy Palace, here we are. If his Holy Palace was full, he wouldn't get any. So these horns... Though that's 157,633 of T14 horse end up revivable in the Holy Palace. So the big ones right here, they go in the back of the Holy Palace. They take soul crystals. Let's take a look. So we're going to go into here. So first thing, very easy. The ones that can be revived, they just go into the hospital here. Very classic, very easy. Then we got to look at the Holy Palace. And these ones also. This is where siege troops go. They never go into the hospital. It works the same way. The wounded siege go here. The horns go here, right in the front. Deserter amount, I can have a total of 696,000 troops in there. Does anybody have more? Can you get higher than that? And then they take horn production per hour. You can also get them in your inventory and speed it up, but I recommend saving those for a rainy day. I only speed it up. I don't want to ever be full because that means troops will then go into here. And that's where the big number was, where you saw numbers like 1 million or so. They go in here. You need these crystals to revive. They're very hard to get, and it costs a lot of resources. And you only revive 3 million power at a time, so it costs a lot to heal in there. And then there's your statistics of the Holy Palace. So that's basically how the battle report reads for you. You don't want to use this building. Everything in here, like the back of it, is expensive, those resources. Some people use this as an option because they don't want to pay the resources in here. But be careful because once it's full and the hospital's full, troops die. So you should be clearing it after every attack, just in case. You never know how things will go. Like, subscribe, and leave a comment.